Hi, everybody. Now we're back for June 15th, the 21st. And for those of you that don't remember, it's going to be Father's Day, so don't forget, okay? Right. Now, my dad is with me everywhere I go, so I don't have to worry about it. And he's finally gotten to the point where I don't have to give him a present. So my present to my dad is just to be a good girl, and that's one of the things I'm the best at. So I'll keep that in mind for his Father's Day. All right, so hopefully everybody's doing well. A lot of things are starting to change now, even in terms of what phase our particular city or state might be in. So take good care of yourselves. Doesn't matter what stage you are. You're still responsible for you. And, I worry. Okay. All right, here we go. Big old cards first. Wow. I don't think I have any chit chat to talk about today, other than my cat was trying to get in the picture earlier. So I actually think this has to do with Jen Lynn. She sees that Artie is getting in on the picture, and she thinks she needs to get in here too. So we'll see what happens. I've been getting a habit of getting up and having a drink of water in the middle of the night, and she thinks that I'm getting up just to give her a treat. So the other night, she flew off the chair she was sleeping in, barely got her feet underneath her, and skidded through the kitchen and made a stop, boom, right in front of the treat jar. So needless to say, she's got in her mind that I am only here to serve her. And I hate to admit it, but it's probably true. Right? Just kind of, because she's got that kind of face, She's all cute. If she'd been a little boy in the first grade, I would have had a terrible crush on her. She's just adorable, but she's a monster sometimes. All right, so we're just shuffling through everything. Now, even if I didn't shuffle right now, I did shuffle before, so, oops, no te preocupes. I gotta throw that one in extra because it's in the wrong place. All right. Cancel, clear, delete on that one because there's really no wrong. If I happen to put it there, I need to pay attention. So I have a couple of thoughts that are going on. All right, let's have a look. So first out of the box, it looks to me like we're finally getting our feet underneath us. It's like there's a 4 and it's being settled onto the ground. It has to do with spirituality and sense of calmness and all of that. So I just want to say congratulations because I think you're doing a good job. Take care. Because it seems like that's all it's going to matter is if you take some care, it's going to make a difference. Live to play another day, and that's what this is about, keeping our family and our friends close to us. That's kind of like a sort of a mini celebration, but it is like a little group of people and you get together. So maybe the idea of having small clusters of people is going to be one of the things that works out really well for us. All right, so just know that. Then I have a card here saying it feels like people are starting to settle down. So emotional, there's a 4 here that has to do with emotions. And to me, that's always about putting stability into a situation. If we're talking about cups, it's emotions. If there's a 4 on here that I need to look at, it's like 4 legs on a table. Okay, so that's a good sign for us. It's not huge and monumental, but it's like baby steps. We're working that way, working that way, working that way. All right. This card too is telling me, need to hold it where you can see it. My apologies. So we got a 3 of discs here, which is like work moderately towards your goal. So occasionally, we're humans, so we're making mistakes, but this is keep moving forward bit by bit by bit, and there's success in that, and pretty soon we know what we're doing. All right, and ta-da, look at that card. May not mean much to you, but this is the most powerful male energy card in the whole deck, not just the spread, but the whole deck. This is the Magician card, and it means that we are going to be manifesting that which we are possessing. So what you need to do is get yourself, we talked about this, I think, last week, and get yourself in a situation where you have the mindset that supports what it is that your environment, your family, our world needs to get us to that better place. So we're not entertaining negativity. anything that has to do with constructive behavior, right up there. Focus, concentrate, meditate. People have been meditating for years and years and years. Even here in the States, we don't call it always meditation. Sometimes it's simply prayer. And so it is telling me if you do that, it's going to manifest. It's going to happen. So get serious about it and don't think this is just something silly and foo-foo. Not true. All right. See what's happening first. What have we got? This is really funny. Okay. This is pregnant with an idea, all right? Some of you may be pregnant, period, but this is pregnant with an idea. So you have to nurture that. Back to the idea. Meditate. Think about what it is that you want to bring in. If it's essential that you have more peace in your environment, that's what you meditate on. And do it by giving it to others. Thank you. Got electronic confirmation on that. All right? It's going to work as long as you put energy behind it. Okay? It's just going to take a little while. Like a pregnancy, that takes 9 months. Maybe it'll be 9 months from when we first started this journey. Okay? Here we have inspiration. It looks to me like there might be 2 sources of inspiration that is going to find a way to deal with the issues at hand. This is brand new. It's another idea. It's a gift. It is bear with that thought and take it to fruition. Once again, we got the egg thing, we got the pregnant thing. So it's like something's coming. It's coming. And the last card is, this is coming soon. This is the 8 of Swords. Now, a lot of people worry about swords because it looks dangerous. But if I temper this with the number 8 that's on here, for me, everybody has their own little code when they do their readings. And, you know, when you start, you're going to develop your own code. When I see an 8, I made an arrangement with my cards that tells me prepare yourself for change. This is telling me you're not going to know what it is. See, blindfolded. But what you need to do is get yourself in preparation for when the changes start appearing. And it looks like it's like this one, then that one, then this one, then that one, then this one, and that one. And your responsibility, go with the flow. Okay, you can stop and plug it up anytime that you want to, but it looks to me like there's going to be ideas. And I see the hands going, oh, I don't know. Well, that's part of the deal. We don't know. Okay, and that's where we're stuck. Most of us need to know. All right, why am I doing cards? I think we need to know. Right? But it's going to give us hints on how we're going to get there. Now, our grounding is on this. These are good cards. These are really good. I'm going to hold them up, and you can look at them for yourself if you want to. But what I see is probably one of my favorite cards, and that's the happiness card. That's the yes card. That's the illumination card. What is that? We don't know the answers. They will be revealed. This is a major arcana. It is not minor, and it has to do with happiness. And like I said, light being shined upon what has been a dark and unknown in the past, because that's what these are up here. We're coming out of that. We're starting to move into this. Okay? This is telling me there's a jubilation period too. All right? So this is going to be an interesting time. Powerful card. What is next? You're being asked to step into this venue. Okay? This could have a much better turnout than we ever expected. We're going to go through the trials and tribulations of all of this stuff, and it reduces us down to our basic elements, maybe our better source, and rebuilding. This is a new foundation. This is a new clarity of truth. This is about emotions. Okay, so we're dragging a lot of things along with us to be revised, revisited, and rebuilt. This is a very good card. We're being asked to do it individually. So it's not like, okay, I got to get in with a big old group of people, and if we don't, oh, no. This is like, you start with you first, and you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find the people that are like-minded. And together, you'll be supportive of what this illumination idea is. Trust yourselves. We're moving in a good direction here. We just don't always know exactly what our next step is. This card says, can you see it? Barely. All right. What is it? If I do that, it's too much glare. Okay, if I do this, it's actually the star card. The age of Aquarius, blah, 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 all of that. But this is also telling me You have high expectations. You are being reassured there is hope. There's a shining light in the distant future, and we are headed that direction. Okay? I love this card. This is terrific. This is telling me that we're going to take what we have and it's going to be amalgamated together and leave us with hope and inspiration for the future. Okay? Very good card for that. Major Arcana, once again. All right. What are we learning from all of this? This is what we've pulled from the past. This is telling me that it is essential at this time that we have begun the healing process. That's what we're working through. This is the healing. There's an auric hand. It shows me just by making the connection, we have started the healing already. It's not about, well, I need to do this and I need to do that. No, you need to put one foot in front of the other and start with healing yourself, and you heal the world around you. This is about everybody falling in line and finding the right directions to put their energies. Great card for that. This is actually an I love you sign. It is also a healing hand. Okay, it's a mudra for a healing hand. All right, and this is telling me what? People will fall together. They're going to join together in what is the truth. That's like a big law building there. And all these people, they get the information they need and they dive into the ocean. It's like, I got what I need now. I'm ready to move forward. We're getting there. These cards are giving us essential hope and also indications that look for the signs. What is this? Oh man, that even looked like it was turning when I switched it over. This is the wheel of karma. And that means time's up. All that shitty stuff that's been happening to the past, what we're looking for is now for a turn of events. They're going to lead us down the correct path, the path that is most inspirational for us, and the path that has the best results. Okay? This is a card of good karma. So if you've been doing the right things, good stuff comes to you. If you haven't, you need to straighten up. Okay? Change your ways, because this card's out here waiting for you. Great card, full of power, and watches those who abuse it. Okay, so just know that. That's a really good card for that. All right. Now, a little bit down the road, we're going to have some financial deals that are going on. This is telling me be careful with your money. This is somebody, it's like Scrooge McDuck, you know, it's like he's got his money dumped all over his bed and he's counting it and he's finding places to put it to keep it safe. All right. So the 4 is trying to find a stability of it. Might not always be that most pleasing, but it looks to me like you can come up with some good resources for that. Okay, this is a business card on top of it, so it's kind of reinforcing what that other card says. We're going to have business, change of what's going on. Maybe be change in the stock market. It's like telling me there's some major arcana card. All right, so once again, it could be a revamping of the way we do business. We've already started that. My gosh, how many people are working from home? How many people are changing what they're doing? This is a good card for that, saying hang in there. When it's all major like that, the indication is it is meant to happen. All right. And this is a card showing me that there's a male, fire sign male perhaps, or at least one of the male energy is going to help show us how to do that. Okay. So we could have a lot more information being made available to the general public. What do we do with our finances? What can we do to help increase what's going on? This is somebody who has like past life though. This is somebody who's got knowledge of what had happened in another era, and they seem to naturally apply it toward what's going on in our world right now. So I don't know if this is a new leader of some sort or is just a financial advisor that steps to the fore. Okay, we do have a few of those that are leaving. This is in the home environment, and this is nurturing our children, making sure that we're taking care of them as we do what is necessary. And this is a household. This is about deciding how to take control of your finances. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female. This is like, what do I need to be doing to make my family happy and safe? Okay, this is a good card. And this is a good card too, because it means you're taking stock of what's going on. And that card right there says partnerships and relationships are going to have the main focus of what's going on. So get your house in order before you run around and try and manipulate somebody else's house. But this card is telling me you'll have the power necessary to do it. Another major arcana card. Okay. It is also, in case you didn't know, the Lover's card. So might be more babies coming up. So maybe that's where these children are coming from. All right. What do we got next? That's not family and what happened? Okay. Here's some more. Just jumping in here. Yeah. Family and friends. This is counting on maybe some, when I looked at this, I saw Susie Orman in my mind. So there may be some suggestions that women like Susie Orman are going to be making that more of us can, get closer. More of us can get assistance from, because this is telling me it's everyday things. You know, those are crystals. They're not just diamonds. So that means we can all do it. So something that's a little more applicable to the general populace. Real estate may be taking a turn. This is like, but just bear with it, because there's just like little clouds. So it's kind of like the clouds are coming over real estate and then it clears. So there's just like the stock market, there's going to be some up and down for a little while. All right. I'm not seeing, I'm totally scared. It says like, just bide your time just a little bit and then things bounce back. And this is telling me if you're interested in a new house, it looks like one that's coming. You just might have to be patient for it to appear. Can you see that there? And this is actually showing me a woman and her friend beginning to nurture the garden. So that can also be new house, new front yard, new backyard, all of it needs to be landscaped. So there's joy in that. And I would like to make a suggestion, if you don't mind, especially looking at what these cards are, is that you do it with a sense of ritual. So what you are putting in your gardens manifest feelings. It could be herbs or health-related plants. And do it with purpose, okay? Be mindful, do it with an intent. Because once we had that magician, not musician, magician from before, the magic that we do will be working. And what better thing to use than live plants to try and manifest something in our own lives, okay? So that looks really good. Hopes and fears. Yeah. This is one card that is telling me that we've been so afraid of all these changes that we've had to go through. But we're starting to nurture from the inside out, okay? So these, remember we talked about these before, and these are saying when we have these around, it's time for those to fall away. Those dead flowers and everything, we have to strip them from the vine and get ready to nurture that plant that's under there. Even your rose bushes, if you trim your roses when they start to fade, they'll bloom more proficiently. Okay, this is kind of what we do. If we find something's not working, okay, let's release it and bring in something new. Remember, once again, 8. And it has to do with cups, which is about emotions. So this is, we've been cleaning house or taking stock and straightening things up. And this card is saying, if it doesn't work, we're just sweeping on out, okay? It's the moon. Anything that's an illusion, delusion, it's time to get rid of. Okay, so if we've been thinking, oh, you know, I've been keeping that and I'm going to get around to it. Well, it's been 17 friggin' years. How long is it going to take for you to get around to it? Let it go. All right. This is great for romance and for imagination. And if you're not using that, if you're just using it to keep stuck because you don't want to move, it's time to reevaluate. And we'll put that in perspective. All right. Anything that's not true for us now, it could have been true 17 years ago. But if it's not true now, then you need to give it to somebody that it will be true for. Oh, and also a little note off of that card, get yourself to a labyrinth and start walking through and just doing a little recitation as you're going through the labyrinth. Look one up. There's bound to be one within driving range of where you are, and it's usually out in the middle of the air, so you don't have to worry about rebreathing somebody else's germs. Please do that. And remember that there is a mindfulness to the labyrinth. Okay, so make up your own ritual. You don't have to take somebody else's, but it's a way to help establish peace and contentment in yourself. Why? Because you're being given this time to love yourself. If you're not using it, you're wasting some time. So what is it? Ace of Cups. All right. And if you don't want it, I do. All right. Totally cool. It's a gift of love. And let's see. Outcome card. We are being shown the way. Can you see there's a little dirt path behind this guy? The fact that it's an earth sign or a pentacle is telling me he's going to move cautiously, carefully, slowly down that path to get where he needs to go. This tells me there's no ADHD going on, no rapid behaviors, no jumping thoughts from one to the other. They'll take care of one idea before they move to the next. That's kind of what you need right now, is some reassurance that this is what we're dealing with, and we're going to take care of it, and then we'll move on to the next segment, right? Okay. Yeah, let's have a look here. Next, what I have is a completion cycle. And this is, I think we're coming to full circle on a lot of stuff that we had to work so hard for. And I mean, on our own personal levels, this can be in the house, all these projects that you had to do. Looks like we've actually managed to do a whole bunch of them, and they're being all wound up, tight, and tied up with a bow. So those are finished, done. Things that held you back. I don't know about you, but that weighs on me. And it looks to me like these people are saying, I need some freedom. I've worked hard on these things. And then what do? Then we've got something new. Okay? This is a 3. It's an appreciation of a forward memento. And what is it of? Crystals, which are mind things. So it's about time to rethink. You've done the redo, and now it's time to do some thinking about this. I love this because it looks like an artist's palette to me. And it's time now to paint your future with different colors. So maybe you finished all of these things, and it's time to think about, what do we do next? What's next and what's new? And this can be done with a small group of people too. Looks like maybe 2, possibly 3. All right? So think about that. This could be something really interesting to do. My other thought is, for some weird reason, it reminds me of The Princess Bride. So maybe you need a break. So find it on Netflix or something somewhere and watch it a couple of times. Maybe you need to enjoy that, because we're not dead. We're just mostly dead. Okay? Alrighty, that's all I have for us today. So I hope you all have a good week, and happy Father's Day even to the mommies out there, right? Love everybody.